Hi there. If you are thinking of beautifying your yard or pathway, laying pavers would be a great idea. This is what I thought. And this video is specially made for you viewers so that you do not face any hurdles the way I did. So initially I wanted only 30 square meters area of the garage to be covered. But later on my wife suggested that we should cover the full pathway consisting of about 145 square meters. I'm going to run through the whole process so that it helps you. We identified a contractor and we found out that his workmanship was substandard. He started using cement, which is usually not done in present times. His material that he supplied us was substandard, so we terminated his contract and we had to place an order with another supplier. The supplier gave us nice, beautiful samples. We went to his site, and next day his truckload arrived with all defective pavers. They were chipping, so the full truckload was returned back, and we had to again look for the third supplier. So I visited some factories around in Goa, and here you see that the truckload has come with 65 roughly 75 square meter of pavers, and they promised us that if there is a defective paver, they will take it back. So with that in mind, we have taken 50% of our load today, and they are unloading this at our site. As you can see here in this video, I would like to inform you that these pavers are laid not with cement but with metal dust, and they are left free, interlocked between one another. This job is done separately by the so-called team of guys who fix the pavers, experts they call themselves, and the rate is different. It's about 110 per square meter. So as this unloading is going on, I would like to inform you that we are going to complete this pathway right up to the gate here. As you can see, this total area is 145 square meters. This is the metal dust, and the work will go on as usual. The pavers are laid on a PCC surface, and the first thing that is done is to level the surface, go with the flow, that is to make sure that the slope wherever it is even, so that the tiles are at even level with each other. PCC is required to reduce all these heavy potholes kind of situation. So if you have a good PCC, then you require less of this metal dust depending upon the situation. So if there is too much of unevenness in the slope, then you have to add more of this metal dust to get it even. See, this guy is trying to even the surface before laying the pavers. As you can see here, 50% of the job is almost done, and I'm going to talk to you about some problems that we are facing now. It has been brought to our notice that the red or the orange tiles, which forms the major 60-70% of my design, are chipping off. That is the reason we are a bit worried. So our whole design has changed. Instead of putting the red in the center and then black and yellow at the side, we have to change the design and make the pathway on which the four-wheelers are going to drive in for parking have to be strong. So I found that these black and yellow tiles are stronger than the red. We had to change the pattern. Since the pathway is curved, you can see the pattern is going zigzag. It is better to concentrate on the quality rather than beauty. I mean, here even this looks beautiful, as I can see. So in the end, whatever happens for good. So we are almost reaching to the for your kind information, I would like to inform you that all those pavers which were defective have been replaced, but still we are skeptical about the quality of the orange pavers. So we have changed the design and we've shifted them to the sides, not letting them to be on the pathways. Anyway, it looks beautiful. Whatever happens for good. Now I'm going to tell you about the dimensions of the pavers. The pavers are usually 240 by 240 mm. Sometimes they are 250 by 250 mm, depending upon the size of the mold. Thickness is 60 mm, and per square meter, depending upon if it is 240, you get 18 pieces. If it is 250, you might get 17 pieces. Per square meter rate is somewhere around 360 to 410. That's 20 rupees per piece to 24, 25, something like that. I have purchased this one for 410 per square meter. Now you can see that after laying of all the pavers, the next step is filling with sand the gaps between the pavers. The borders have to be, plastered. We are trying to put the concrete on the borders. We are not cutting any pavers. Usually, if your enclosure is fixed and it has got walls or something like that, you need to cut the pavers to fit into the spaces. Since mine is an open space, I didn't want to cut the pavers. I let the concrete fill in all the spaces. Later on, maybe I might make a border along the elevated portion and leave the lower portion for the drainage of water. The water has to drain out as it was draining initially. We have a drainage system already there, and we want to adhere to the same old drainage system. We know where the water goes, so there is no flooding in the rainy season. As you can see here, this process is going on. This is how these pavers are fitted. If you like this video, please subscribe the button down, and this will help you to understand more about laying of pavers in case you are doing this in your yard in the near future. All the best.